Oh yeah, baby, Arizona World Heavyweight Champion back here with a little video. A little rant video. I might as well discuss a few topics that have been going around in the news lately, and just a few things that are going on in my life and all that sort of junk. Okay, first things first, I'm going to the video game Milton swap. Yeah, or the Milton video game swap. Anyways, yeah, the swap is tomorrow. Tomorrow on Saturday, August the 28th. I think it's from 11 to 5. And me and Jason are going to be selling a whole bunch of stuff there. I did very well at the last swap, which was earlier on in the month. So I'm going to be doing it again. So I'm not going to be at the 400 market this Saturday. So yeah, I'm pretty much pre-dating myself if you're watching this late. But anyways, yeah, the swap is awesome because I did very well at the last one. Nearly cleared like $1,000 and it was great. But yeah, the thing is, being a video game seller, it's kind of weird now because yeah, everybody's been bugging me as of late. You know, I get emails, I get texts, I get random people off the street telling me, wow, there's this video game that sold for $2 million, or did you hear about the Super Mario 64 that sold for $1.5 million? It's both annoying and kind of cool at the same time because it gets more people interested in video games because yeah, the market's really going up. But you think about a few years back, like a lot of people thought I was crazy because I got $12,000 for some stupid Stay Events game. Yeah, don't you think that's crazy? Kind of crazy, eh? I want to see him look at himself. Now that's worth 12,000 right there. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's the most expensive game I ever sold. I had that in my collection for like, 10 years, and I was very proud of it, even though the game is not very good. Since it's a just world-class track meet, but released in like limited numbers. But yeah, you figure a game like Stay Events would be the one that's going for millions instead of something like Mario 64 or the original Super Mario Brothers for the original Nintendo, because yeah, isn't like Super Mario Brothers one of the most successful selling video games of all time? Easily top 10. Like, I'm sure it sold like 40 million copies worldwide, probably a lot more than that. And here is the original NES one being sold for $2 million. But you probably heard on the news, Carl Josh, No Jesus Rocks, and RGT85, or Ryan Janot is tremendous. 85, yeah. They all done like news stories that this whole Wata graded system is kind of fake. So, say, hey, I just sold Mario Brothers game, factory sealed, for like $2 million, and was bought by somebody that I know. Because they didn't really disclose, who's actually buying and selling these games. They just said, oh, we just sold this game for $2 million and made some news. It's on like every website and people are talking on YouTube and all that. But they don't really know the details. Carl Josh pretty much posed the whole thing as like shield building, like Heritage Auctions and Wata Games are pretty much in cahoots with one another. So they can artificially raise the prices of these games. And you think of shows like Pawn Stars. Tatiana's Punk was on Pawn Stars, and he tried to sell one of his World Championship cards for $30,000, which is a lot of money, and rightfully so because it's a World Championship card. they only released these games at the show itself. They destroyed the others. The gold ones are even rare. This is a game that deserves to be in the millions, but no, he only... Yeah, I think the asking price was only like $30,000, and of course, Patty and Spunk would, I think, would never sell it. And I think it was all just played up for the video itself, because it was pretty much just there on the TV show just to show off the card, because the card is amazing, and very few people will actually see, well, barely any people in the world will actually see a legit Nintendo World Championship card. Man, I always wanted one in my collection when I was, on the hunt for getting every game possible for the NES. Then I realized, okay, this is impossible. I got a complete licensed NES collection in 2006, and it never end, because there was always prototypes out there. There was, of course, the NWC card, which I never got, and finding every NES game complete in box, it was just maddening. And I would always show off my collections too, because I was proud of it, but I was also worried too, because I don't want people breaking into my house. But don't worry, I only collect for TurboGrafx 16 now, and for Sega Master System. See, I got Buster Douglas, and nobody gives a shit. Nobody's gonna steal my collection, because it's not the collection that everybody's talking about. Everybody wants the Nintendo collections, because that's the big nostalgia system. The Nintendo, it lasted for over a decade. N64, it had like huge million sellers. It just has that brand name recognition. And that's why you see Heritage Auctions and Wata go after the big Mario titles and say these are the titles that could be the big million sellers. Yeah, and then we realize, yeah, it's pretty much all just, fake, because, they could just have these auctions and say, oh, we sold this game for millions, and we find out that, oh, their friend bought it, and then it's going to be like $1 billion next time, and because their friends are going to buy it next time, and it's just going to be this cycle where it just keeps on going up and up. But it's not true collectors, no, it's artificially upgrading or pricing the market, and it's just a whole bunch of nonsense, and it's bullshit. Yeah, because collecting for video games should be fun. Like, I didn't pay like, this game is worth like, I don't know, I'd say $15,000. That seems relatively low to the millions out there for Super Mario Bros. Factory Seal, but still, Magical Chase, yeah, it's a very rare game, very limited production run. I think the production run was like somewhere around under 10,000 copies released to the market, and that's very low. You compare that to Super Mario Brothers, yeah. You figured this game would be worth millions, but do you think Heritage Auctions or Wata Games really cares about the TurboGrafx 16? No. Even though I love this game, it's great, it's an awesome shoot 'em up, it's unpopular. Everybody wants the Mario Brothers. And that's a big recognizable name that parents know, soccer moms. Nobody knows about the Magical Chase. You get a soccer mom, they're not gonna know the Magical Chase, but everybody knows the Mario. And that's why Wata Games and Heritage Auctions, they said, okay, this is gonna be our ticket. Yeah, we're gonna artificially raise the price of a factory sealed Super Mario Bros. And we're gonna make the headlines, and they did. Everybody covered it, and it was only till recently where people realized that, yeah, this whole thing is totally fake. So don't save up your money and don't yeah, I don't even know how people can even contemplate spending $1 million just for one factory sealed game. I don't care if it's Super Mario Brothers. I don't care if it's a first print run or any of that bullshit. No. Yeah, no game should be $1 million. Yeah. I guess as collectors, you hope one day that maybe it will be like $1 million, but not Super Mario Brothers. Or Super Mario Brothers. I gotta say Mario right. But it's good to see that, yeah, that Magical Chase hasn't really jumped up in price yet. So at least it is affordable for collectors out there. And all it takes is somebody to find like a warehouse full of Magical Chases, and boom, the prices will go down, and now this $15,000 game will become just a $5,000 game again. Probably not very likely, but we can always dream. But yeah, this whole stupid Wata thing, don't believe those assholes. No, they're artificially raising prices up. Like I said, no game is worth $1 million, and yeah, let's just leave it at that. Don't believe the news. Don't believe all those stupid articles. Yeah, there's like hundreds of thousands of articles out there saying games are worth $1 million now. No, they're not. No. No. As a collector, I want to see the prices nice and low. Like when I go to these trade shows, I buy for myself, and yeah, I want to buy games at normal, regular prices. If I had to spend like a few $100s to get like a rare game, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But $1 million and all that, forget it, no. So I'm sorry, your factory seal copy of Super Mario Brothers is not worth $1 million. But yeah, let's move on, because another reason why I collect for TurboGrafx 16 is because I was astonished because I had this game in my collection, and on Twin Galaxies, like, 10 years ago, there was no record for Magical Chase. Nobody played the game. It was all barren. You had world records for Bonk's Adventure. You had world records for Bloody Wolf and Legendary Ads. But yeah, nothing for Magical Chase. And I decided, okay, I'll submit a high score for Magical Chase and become the new Magical Chase World Champion. Yeah! And I did. And yeah, I actually got in the Guinness Book of World Records for that, so that was awesome. I got a certificate, and it was damn cool. Okay, I even got a certificate behind me, but yeah, as for future world records, yeah, I'm pretty much done with Twin Galaxies. I got over 200 high scores and everything, and about 1,000 top world records, so I'm pretty much, calling it quits on Twin Galaxies. And yeah, it hasn't been like all sunshine and roses and all that shit, because I sort of screwed up because I wanted to submit more high scores on games that didn't have high scores previously, like on Power Region games. I got a Power Region NES, and I figured, hey, I only got like a few European games, and I got a few North American games, and the North American games, a lot of them actually worked on a European NES. But the problem is they were playing at different speeds, and I didn't even realize it. Or I thought, hey, it plays at 50 hertz, so isn't that the correct speed? But it wasn't, and I sort of got in trouble for that, and I think a lot of my scores had to be taken down for that. Yeah, the Power Region ones, and yeah, I got in some infighting at Twin Galaxies for that, and some people thought I was lying or being a cheater, but I honestly didn't know. Like, the games worked, but yeah, I decided, screw this. I decided, alright, I'm not gonna do the Twin Galaxies thing anymore. I'm gonna announce my retirement, and I already got 2,000 scores on there already. If I lose like a few other scores, it's no big deal. I got my records here. I got in the Guinness Book of World Records. I got, tons of TurboGrafx 16 world records, and I'm proud of that. So that's pretty much all I need to do. I also want to focus more on, my market now that I'm back to work. I'm back to work at the casino, so there's 2 jobs I gotta worry about. My cat's here. I gotta take him to the vet. Yeah, he's got shots. And yeah, just everything's, when I sold my stay events, I pretty much paid for my house. But of course, there's still a lot of work to do around the house, of course. Owning your own house is not easy. A whole bunch of maintenance, a whole bunch of bills, and it never ends. So I gotta focus on that. Yeah, being on Twin Galaxies was fun, but yeah, it was just got boring after a while too, when you're just playing games and you get recognition, but there's really no money into it. It's non-profit and all that. So yeah, I gotta focus on other things, like, thankfully, yeah, I get Patreon here. I got my casino, which I worked yesterday. I'm tired. And then tomorrow I got the trade show. And then I go back to the market on the Sunday. So I gotta focus all on that. Oh, so I think that's good enough. Yeah. So maybe I'll go back to Twin Galaxies in a few years, but I'll see how it goes. Yeah. Yeah, this looking after cats is almost like a 24-hour job. They want inside, they want out. I gotta give them the shots and everything, but it's worth it. Yeah, everyone's currently outside right now. And how can you hate somebody who's so fluffy like this? Alright, so that's just my little rant. Again, if you're in the area, come to the Milton Video Game Swap. It's going to be awesome. I'm not going to be selling this or anything, no. I'm a collector. I don't care about the money. I don't even think I'd sell this for like $3 million. No, this is mine. I'm keeping it forever. No, yeah, in fact, when I die, this is going down to the grave with me. You can't have it. Yeah, there are people who say, oh, fine then, I don't even care about Magical Chase. But I think a lot more people should. It's an awesome game. Who cares about what's worth? Just play the game because it's good. And that's why I hate factory sealed games, Oh, it's factory sealed, you can't play it, no. You gotta rip that plastic off, pop it in your system and actually play it. That's why video game collecting is so fun, because when you actually play the game, some of the games are actually pretty good. Except for save events, no. No, even save events was kind of good, because you at least get some exercise from it. And that's just my little rant, Yeah, I talked about the swap, I talked about Wata and how they're cheating us, and I talked about Twin Galaxies and how I'm, officially retired now. Yeah. 2,000 world records is enough. Okay, and yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. Yeah, and on my Star Soldier channel, I got soundtracks playing of different TurboGrafx 16 games, so if you want to check that out, I got that too. That's what's playing in the background right now. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike, because yeah, when I do music videos, there's a copyright strike. Thankfully, I just get my money from Patreon, so yeah, copyright away. Alright, again, I thank you all for watching out there. This crazy little video, my ranting, and don't spend millions of dollars on video games, okay? Okay, and that's it for me. This is the one and only Airsoft World Heavyweight Champion, over and out, over and out, over and out. What was I trying to say there? Overly? Get a little bit tongue-tied, but I'll just leave it at that. Thank you all again. Okay, later. Oh yeah, what do you think about CM Punk coming back? Okay, bye.